Hello and welcome once again to The Old Man Speaks. I'm Joshua. I come to you 3 times a week or so and talk to you for 5 minutes. Today, old man advice. I've got plenty of it. So, a lot of people are going and they're stocking up on stuff for the impending doom that's going to inflict all of us. And people are buying toilet paper and milk. Well, there are lists, very good lists, all over the internet of things that you might want to think about stocking up on water, canned goods, etc. A lot of things are kind of obvious, but I'm going to make a couple of suggestions that I often see missing from these lists. Clean towels. Towels of all sizes, small, big, medium size. They usually say paper towels, but people in hard times, sanitation is very questionable. You don't know if your garbage is going to be picked up. So you want something reusable and a lot more reusable. These can be used for warmth, they can be used for cleaning, for absorbing heat, for stopping bleeding. They could be used for so many things. Towels, just collect them. When you go out to the Goodwill store or wherever it may be that you're shopping at, you might see some nice, cheap towels. Just start buying them, cleaning them, stacking them. They'll come in very handy. Here's a trio of very inexpensive things that I always have a lot of in the house. Number one, baking soda. I use baking soda for so many things in the laundry, in my mouth, on the carpet when the dog has an accident. This goes right down, lifts up, pulls up the liquid, and gets rid of the odor. I then take a vacuum cleaner and just run over the baking soda, and it's all cleaned up. So many uses for baking soda. And you can get these really cheap at a dollar store or someplace that sells it really cheap, which is most places. White vinegar, disinfectant. You can use this in so many ways. Again, look up on the internet how many ways you can use vinegar. You can get large jugs of vinegar, so inexpensive. Hydrogen peroxide, not too expensive, a little more expensive, but if you buy a big container, it's not bad at all. You mix it with baking soda. When your sink starts to clog, you put in the baking soda, the hydrogen peroxide, plunge a little bit. There's a good chance you'll just bubble right through whatever's in there. So these are good things to have. Well, I'm drinking my special drink again, which means it's time to start pondering. I was thinking about the phrase, seeing is believing. First thing we did when we got married many years ago, in the early 80s, we decided that we would not have a television in our house. And back then, that was considered to be like a wow moment because my generation was all doped up with television. The effects from television and movies, images in magazines, billboard, on my generation were incredible. Images, self-image, advertisements, political cartoons, movies, violence. Images get burnt into your brain. I remember going to my doctor. He says, the biggest health crisis in America is diet. He said, Americans, they can't just put a little butter on their bread. They have to lather it on. It has to go falling over the sides. You have to put tons of butter on your bread. I found myself doing the same thing, and then I thought of all the images in magazines, on televisions, over and over again of butter melting over pancakes, melting over bread, more and more and more. In recent centuries, atrocities against minorities have started with political cartoons, and I will unfriend somebody in a hurry if they start posting offensive political cartoons. I don't care if I agree with them totally, just the act of using this media, which has done so much harm to so many people. It comes from the fact that the human brain absorbs and synthesizes visual information much faster than any other stimuli, triggering highly emotional responses. This is something we always have to be vigilant to stay on top of. And my old man advice is be careful what you put in front of your eyes. Until next time, this is the old man wishing you a good week.